Good, right. Thank you very much. That's great. Welcome, everybody. Can everybody hear me? Hopefully you can. Yep. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, so I've got a 5 minutes to give you a brief update and overview of EcoChurch, a bit about what it's about. So I, on a voluntary basis, am on the leadership team of the 4 Church of England churches in Marlow. So that's All Saints Church in Marlow itself, and then the churches in Marlow Bottom and Little Marlow and Bisham. So we are one team of 4 churches. I'm going to talk to you about EcoChurch, which is a scheme that we are participating in, along with a couple of other churches in the area as well, and talk to you a little bit about the scheme, what it means and what we are doing for it. So I'm going to try to share my screen with you now. So hopefully you will be able to see this slide. Is that okay, hopefully, everybody? Yep, great, thanks. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about EcoChurch just in a few minutes worth in terms of what we're doing. So EcoChurch is a national scheme. It's run by an organisation called Arosha, and it's one of their projects. And it's supported by Church of England, Methodist Church, and a number of other charities and development agencies like Christian Aid and Tear Fund. So what actually is it? It's a scheme for churches around the country to help express our care of creation, our care of God's world. And it's got over 2,800 different churches participating in the scheme at the moment across the country. And it's a web-based scheme. And so it's a free scheme that churches can take part in. And it covers 5 main aspects of church life. And the idea with it is there's a survey. So churches can log into the web page, and there's a survey which is split into 5 different sections. And it covers quite a broad range of different topics across the life of the church. So the first wide topic that it covers is worship and teaching. So how can we put the environment and our care of the environment into our worship and into our teaching and into the things that we do, say, on a Sunday in our services. So that's the first big area. Second big area is management of church buildings. So the actual day-to-day management of the buildings, such as electricity usage, gas usage, and things that go on inside the building, like recycling and things like that. Second one is management of land. So our churchyard, how we manage that, how we look after that for biodiversity and other aspects. And then the fourth topic is community and global engagement. So how does the church engage with the local community on environmental issues, and how do we engage globally as well? And then the 5th area that we look at in the survey is lifestyle. So how our congregations, the members of our churches, how can they show in their lifestyles that the environment is important, and that they are looking to care for the world as well. So those are the 5 big areas that we look at within the survey. Each of those is then split down into lots and lots of different subsections and sub-questions, and I'll talk a little bit for a minute in a moment about some of those subsections. The idea is that across the 5 areas, you answer the questions, so you see where you're up to currently, and then you get a score, and the scores across those 5 areas each are either working up to bronze, or they're at a bronze level, or a silver level, or a gold level. So this just gives us sort of an idea of maybe what a score could look like. So worship and teaching could be bronze, 30 points, buildings working towards land at silver, community and global at gold, lifestyle at bronze, and lifestyle at bronze. But you have to get all 5 at bronze in order to get a bronze level, all 5 at silver for silver, and all 5 at gold for gold. And so, for example, there's a silver one. So all of those 5 areas are at silver, so that means that church would get silver. There's lots of then resources available to the churches as well. So all sorts of, on the website, on the Arosha website, all sorts of resources, all to do with how the churches can move forward across these different 5 areas, and lots of different resources and opportunities for them to do that. Within All Saints Church in Marlow, we've managed to get the Bronze Award. So we're working towards our silver award now. Our sister church in Little Marlow, St John the Baptist in Little Marlow, has got the silver award. And then River Church are also working on the awards as well, and Karen's maybe talk about a little bit more about that in the next presentation. And then just a quick few examples of our actions in terms of things that we've actually been doing. So we've got an environmental policy at All Saints Marlow. We've been working through some small group materials, so small groups of people looking at what it means to them to care for the world. We have some songs and hymns and some teaching within our services about environmental issues. Most of the lights now in our church building are LED lights. So within All Saints Marlow, almost every single one of our lights inside is LED. And we also have a policy for our flood lighting as well. So an environmental policy for flood lighting. Recycling facilities available in our churchyard. We're obviously looking for biodiversity actions that we can do. You know, it'd be great if we can work, I know, with groups like Wild Marlow, for example, looking at peregrine falcon and things like that. Community and global, you know, engaging with yourselves, engaging with other environmental groups is really important to us across the town. So that's part of that. And there's all sorts of other things, but I've basically run out of 5 minutes. So in essence, that is my 5 minutes. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to answer later on. Thanks very much.